Today's video, we are talking about Hades on the Steam Deck. You've probably heard about this game a million times. It's making the rounds since Hades 2 released. But of course, I'm running a few years late and finally started playing Hades and finished it after a 50-hour run, or 50-hour run, I should say. And so I just wanted to quick talk about it and get my feelings on this game. It hooked me, and it hooked me real hard. I started it. I wasn't even planning on buying it, to be honest, but one of my best friends bought it, started playing it, told me how great it was, so I ended up picking it up for myself. And at that time, I was about to start playing Valheim, and it's funnily enough, we swapped positions. He went hard on Valheim, and I ended up going hard on Hades. And so I thought, well, I've put this much time into it, I really should make a video review. And you can see some footage behind you there. If you're not sure what Hades is, it's a roguelike. You have to, finish the game multiple times to get the full ending. So you actually have to finish the game 10 times to get the credits to roll. And throughout that, there's side quests and things you can do for characters that you meet along the way, or ones that you have in the house. And you can upgrade it, and you can buy extra things that you unlock during your runs. And you can give gifts to the gods or people in the house as well, just to get some more upgrades that are permanent during each run. You unlock a total of 6 different weapons that you can use for your runs. And I got my runs down to about 20 to 25 minutes per run. I do have some favorite weapons there that just seem to work the best for me personally. You each to their own on what weapons they like, but I'll talk about weapons later on. I'm just doing a quick overview. So if you haven't played Hades, it's very cool. It's the Greek mythology stuff. So you got Zeus and Hades, and of course it's in the name. And you play Zagreus, Hades' son, and over the course of your 10 runs or your 50 hours or however long it takes you, you will unravel the story. And surprisingly, without giving it away, I was genuinely shocked how it was a nice ending. I know that's a weird thing to say, but most of the time, games have really sad, most of the super giant games that I've played, which was Bastion and Transistor. I hadn't even played the other titles, Pyre. But Hades was actually a really nice ending, and it does make me curious to see where Hades 2 kicks off, because I'm purposely not reading anything or watching any trailers for Hades 2 now until I can afford to buy it on sale at some point in the future. So yeah, let's jump into some gameplay thoughts, especially on the Steam Deck. We'll do that first. The game runs brilliantly on the OLED, 90 FPS lock the whole time. You can definitely knock that FPS down to say 60 to get more battery life and drop the TDP down. I was just running it at full blast at 15 watts, but really I was just being lazy, and you could probably run it at 8 to 10 watts, no problem. And you get way more battery life, but the game is so addictive. Those hours fly by. That 50-hour playthrough honestly did not feel like 50 hours by the time. I think it ended up being about 70 runs in total to finish the game. But yeah, on the Steam Deck, you really mash the buttons. I ended up changing, they make rebinding keys in game very easy, which I would recommend. So for me, I personally set the left bumper as my primary attack, just because you're mashing that so hard. I got sick of clawing the face buttons, so because normally it's X. So I changed it to left bumper just so I could easily mash that attack button, because I left special on Y and my dash on A, and that worked out quite well. And then but my personal opinion, definitely switch your primary attack to left bumper, because you're going to be mashing it pretty hard all day. So yeah, talking about mashing the buttons, let's talk about the weapons. The first weapon you get is your Sword of Zagreus, which is pretty solid. I'll admit I never actually finished a run with the Sword of Zagreus. There is a upgrade you can get from Daedalus, which gives you half health, but you heal on hits, and that does make the runs pretty easy. I just never bothered to finish a run with it. You unlock the spear next, which I do like the spear because it's got massive range and you can hit things from quite far away, and it's got a throw for its special, and again that has a cool Daedalus. So one cool thing is the hammer, which is Daedalus. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Always his upgrades are randomized each time you get them, but usually from the amount of playthroughs you always get 2 weapon upgrades basically mandatorily each run. Sometimes you'll get 2 in the Elysium. Sometimes you'll get your first one in, the first realm. I'm blanking on the name of it. But you normally end up with two, and most of the time you always get like the auto attack ability for each weapon. So for the sword, you just hold the button and he'll do a 3 swing combo, which is awesome, and you don't have to mash it quite so much. Same with the spear, you can get a 3 attack combo, which he does with the spear, and you just hold down the attack button. I usually go for those, except for if I'm trying to do prophecies, which is another side quest system where you can unlock bonus rewards by using certain combinations of boons that you get from the gods in your run. So through your run, you'll find a Zeus thing or whoever you're after. I'm having a mind blank on them. Anyway, when you do pick them up, you can like Dionysus, and there's Artemis and some others. So like they when you pick those up, they'll have underneath them that they'll go towards like your prophecy, and so if you take them, it starts filling out your prophecy list, which gives you, once you complete one of the prophecies, you'll get bonus like upgrade rewards, which are worth doing. So back to the weapons, spear's cool, and then the third weapon you unlock is the shield. I'm not a massive fan of the shield. I know a lot of people are, but I personally didn't enjoy using it a lot, so I didn't really spend a lot of time with the shield. But the bow, which is what you unlock next, I really like the bow of Zagreus. It is one of my favorite weapons in the game. I probably finished most of my runs with the bow, simply because you can get a upgrade that lets you auto fire and that upgrade is from Daedalus, and that makes it one of the just so strong because it just keeps firing. And then you can match that, like I got on a couple of runs, which is really good, about the auto firing plus firing twice at a reduced range, so you're doing double damage basically with the bow, and you just melt stuff. It's fantastic. After that, you get the gauntlets. I'm gonna be honest, I used them like twice. I don't like the gauntlets at all. And then finally you get I've forgotten the name of the weapon, but it's basically a rifle which has got rounds in it. You can upgrade the rounds for the basic version, and again there's an upgrade you can get for that, which makes it a 3 burst rifle without having to reload it manually, which also I finished a few times. And they all have a special attack. I didn't go over that, but yeah, it's a great Steam Deck title, and the hours melted away, and once you finish those 10 runs, you have more stuff to do. I didn't bother doing that because you also have trinkets you can take on your run, and you can switch them out when you change realms. There's 4 realms that you go through to get to the boss, and you can only change, once you change it out, they get locked and you can't use them again. So you've got to pick the order in which you want to use them at the start. But I didn't have I feel like they didn't make too much difference unless you really wanted, like I always wanted Artemis to unlock critical stuff from the start of the game, so I could level it up throughout. But apart from that, it's up to you what you want to start with. But yeah, you're going to learn a lot more from other people other than me. But the bow personally was the easiest weapon to complete runs with. Each to their own though. Just let me know in the comments below if you've spent a lot of time with Hades, or if you've played Hades 2 and what one's better. I've heard the story for Hades 2 isn't as good, or the ending isn't as good, which is a bit of a shame to hear, but again, I haven't played it myself, so until I do, I don't want to get too in the weeds with it. But anyway, that's enough for today's video, and I really appreciate you jumping in and listening and watching, and I will see you in the next video soon. Thank you very much.